Hi Libra, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading. It's the 6th to the 11th of May 2019. Hope you guys had a previous really good week. We have also on the channel your month ahead, May 2019. That's it next door to this reading if you want to check out May. And also the May reading is actually a love reading. So if you're interested in love, because I often find with these particular readings they end up being anything other than love, and I really wanted to kind of just put a love reading out there for you guys. So if you want to check out your love lives in May, go ahead. Your reading sits next door. For this week ahead reading, guys, we are using the Tarot of the Old Paths. This is going to be just using one card. Love this deck, really beautiful. Using one card just to see what it is you are focusing on or need to focus on for the week, Libra. The body of the reading will be using the Giant Rider-Waite tarot deck. For the 5-card additional reading, any other energies coming in, Libra will be using the Druid Craft Tarot deck, beautiful deck again. And finally, just to see what blessings are coming in, or what blessings will be just bestowed during that week, we're using the Blessed Be cards, okay? So with that being said, let's make a start. And we're going to first of all I really should unbox before I start, to be perfectly honest with you, but I don't sometimes, so there you go. Okay, let's have a look, guys. We're going to put this here, and let's have a look at Libra and see what it is that you need to focus on. Universe Spirit, what is it that Libra needs to focus on between the 6th and the 11th of May 2019? What does Libra need to focus on for that week in one card? The Four of Swords. And I feel that, you know, when I look at this particular version of the Four of Swords from the Tarot of the Old Path, she looks like, how she comes across is like she's saying no. Some of you guys need to focus on withdrawing from a situation, because that's what the Four of Swords is. The Four of Swords is a card that indicates it's not time for war, it's not time for action. You know, when you get the Four of Swords, you're kind of, you know, you're lowering your arms and you're kind of, it's time to rest, it's time to retreat. So some of you guys need to focus on retreating, having a little bit of rest and respite, Libra, with the Four of Swords energy. For some of you guys, it's not time for action, so it's time probably just to be a little bit still with that Four of Swords energy, Libra. It's time just to sit a situation out. Sometimes the Four of Swords is about no speech, don't speak. Swords represent communication. The Four of Swords, because it's so silent, there's no speech, so maybe it's best not to say something in a situation with the Four of Swords energy. I just think it's a time this week coming in 6th to the 11th of May 2019, Libra, for a little bit of silence, respite, withdrawal, but also really just saying no. You can see on this card she's got her hands held up and it's almost like she's saying no, so it's a time really just to do that. Let's have a look at what the past of the situation is, Libra, concerning this. Whoops daisy, I've got so many pens all over the show. Let's have a look. Put these here. Okay, let's have a look. So we said that for the week, Libra, it's really a good time just to kind of get your bearings, rest, respite. Some of you guys really need to kind of do a little bit of healing during the week. Meditation is also the Four of Swords energy. Sitting a situation out, it's not a time to take action. The Four of Swords energy. Time for contemplation for some of you guys. Also a time to say no this week. Turn down certain things and maybe take time just to, you know, rest up and you know, just get your bearings back. Because in the past, Libra, concerning this situation, we had the Two of Swords. You might have been faced with a decision here. I think the Two of Swords is actually ruled by, I think it's ruled by Libra. I think it is actually ruled by, it's one of the two, Libra or Gemini, that this is ruled by. So I think this is you, because Libra is the sign of diplomacy and decision making. You were probably faced with a decision with that Two of Swords in the past, Libra. Okay, showing up there. The Emperor. Okay, some of you guys blocked out an Emperor though. Two of Swords is being faced with a decision, but Two of Swords is also blocking someone out. So some of you guys, I feel that you may have in the past, it might have been that you were faced with a decision concerning an Aries individual, concerning maybe a partner, or it could be a boss or somebody who has a great amount of authority. Some of you were very focused. The Two of Swords also means self-focus. So some of you guys were probably very focused on creating order with the Empress energy. This is all about internalizing, okay, when you get the Two of Swords as well. So some of you guys very self-focused on creating order. Some of you guys a decision maybe concerning another individual here. And some of you guys possibly blocking someone out as well. Two of Swords can mean many things. Blocking out, it can mean making decisions, being faced with a couple of decisions. It can also mean internal reflection as well. One of those, I think those explanations maybe suits Libra on this one. Wow, King of Wands. Okay. You know, it's interesting because the King of Wands is an Aries Leo. So this could very well be an Aries individual. Very much an authoritative individual here. You've got an Emperor and the King of Wands. They're both, this can be, King of Wands can be Leo, but also can be seen as an Aries. And then you've got the Emperor energy and Aries, an Aries individual here. This is an authoritative individual. The both people here, they're both bosses. Give me pressure because we've got two people here. You were faced with a decision between two people, Libra. Because the Two of Swords is like two decisions. You know, you have to make a decision. I think that you were faced with a decision between two people. You had a choice between two people in the past, I would say here, Libra, with the Emperor and the King of Wands showing there. So I think that you were faced with a decision that you had to make around two people. Now, going into the week, your thinking, Libra, along this situation will be, well, the Two of Cups. So this is, and it's funny because I've just completed a load of love readings on the May thing, and now I'm getting probably love readings through here, I don't know yet. Your focus is on an agreement. Two of Cups is a partnership. It's all, it doesn't always mean love, but sometimes the card is, if it's backed up with other cup cards, it can be love. But you're thinking about an agreement with the Two of Cups energy showing here. Hanged Man energy, probably putting suspending an agreement here. Suspending a partnership or putting a partnership on hold. I think that you're thinking about putting a partnership, Hanged Man, Two of Cups energy on hold with the Hanged Man energy, or taking a step back with the Hanged Man energy to review a partnership showing up here. Five of Wands energy, conflict. Okay, I think that you're taking a step, but your thinking is I need to take a step back, Hanged Man energy, to review, Hanged Man, a partnership where with the Five of Wands energy there seems to be a lot of turmoil and a lot of conflict. What is the advice that you have here? And also the Emperor can be with the Two of Swords as well. Two of Swords is a decision between two paths or two ideas. Emperor is very kind of, the energy doesn't move with an Emperor. So it might be the decision with the Emperor and the King of Wands is whether you stay, Emperor, or go. King of Wands is movement, Emperor doesn't move. So whether you stay or go. So it could be that there's a decision you have to make, Libra, between two people, or there's a decision whether you stay or go, or there's a decision that you have to make whether you continue to build something with the Emperor energy, or whether with the King of Wands energy you decide to move in a new direction. You have, with the Hanged Man energy, your thought process is to kind of take a step back with that Hanged Man energy, do a bit of inner reflection on a relationship that comes with a lot of conflict, I think. So I think that the Five of Wands, this relationship, whatever it is, and I think that for some of you guys, it will be a decision between two people, it will be a decision on one person. There's a partnership here that you want to take a stand back from because it comes with a lot of conflicts. The universe, what's the advice from the universe, Libra, on this situation for you? Justice. So this is you. You hold the power in your hands to make a decision. This is your card, Libra, okay? This is, you are justice. So the power is in your hands with the Justice energy showing here. Universe is saying the power is in your hands, Libra, okay? But you've got the Nine of Swords. So it might be making a decision at this time with the Justice energy is going to cause some turmoil with the Nine of Swords energy showing here. Five of Coins energy. Some of you guys worrying about having to let someone go or having to cast them out. It's really weird because the advice is justice. I think with the Justice energy, you have to... it's telling you to, I think with justice, that you have to do the right thing, Libra, because I feel that you're worrying about, with this Five of Coins energy, casting someone out. Five of Coins is all about casting someone out, or you're worried about unhealthy energy in a relationship, or you're worried about money issues perhaps. Five of Coins talks about lack of value, or it talks about financial problems, that type of thing. Some of you, the Justice energy, it's really saying the advice is do justice. Your advice is justice. Okay? Your advice is that you hold the power in your hands to make the right decision. Justice is all about making a moral, fair decision. Alright, and you are justice, it's your major, so you have the power in your hands to make the right decision. Because I think with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Coins, you're worrying about a relationship that's unhealthy, or it might be that you're worrying about having to take care of an individual, having to kind of you know, be responsible. Five of Coins is also about being responsible for others, and this is something you don't want. Let's have a look at the reading. We're going to put the cards down onto the camera down onto the desk, and we're going to take a bird's eye view at the actual reading, so just bear with me. Libra, you can see I'm going to put here the actual card for you know, what you need to focus on. I really feel that right now you need to focus on the Four of Swords. And if you look at this Four of Swords here, she's got her hand, and it's almost like saying a no, the way that she's positioned her hand. So you need to focus on, I think with this Four of Swords, contemplation this week. I think that it's not, in a way, I think it's not the time to make any rash decisions, if I'm honest with you, with that Four of Swords. I think that their focus this week needs to be on not 6th to the 11th of May, Libra, not making any rash decisions with that Six of Swords energy showing there. Sorry, Four of Swords energy showing there, okay? You need to take a bit of downtime to kind of meditate and contemplate what your next... Because what happens with the Four of Swords, this person really takes downtime before they get involved, because they're going to go to battle again. It's the Five of Swords. 5 comes after the 4. The Five of Swords is all about battle and conflict, but this person needs to kind of take a bit of time out. There's no war here, while they kind of put together a strategy to win a war in the Five of Swords. So really, it's a week for taking a step back, not making any rash decisions, all right? And just contemplating what your next move will be with that Four of Swords energy. Because in the past, we've got the Two of Swords. You might have had to make a decision between two people. Two of Swords is facing a decision. The Emperor could be one of the people, and the King of Wands is the other, all right? You might have been faced with a decision. It might be, also when I look at these cards, there's a tower interaction going on here, Libra. One person's speaking to the other, but the other one's not listening. The other one's not engaging. So it might have been that it's saying here as well, just looking at the tower interaction, you might have been faced with a decision not to engage with someone. You could be the Emperor here. This could be, yeah, they're fire signs, but they don't have to be external to you. I mean, like two people external to you. I'm just giving you all the things that I can see in the card. So past some of you guys faced with a decision between two people. Emperor, Aries, possibly another Aries, and Leo, Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. But faced with a decision between two very strong, formidable characters. Some of you guys decided to block someone out, Two of Swords energy, or you were faced with a decision not to interact with an individual. You can see an Emperor here is not interacting with the King of Wands. He's trying to have a conversation. This person's just kind of looking. And it's funny, I'm just going to have a look at these two cards. Yeah, he's looking to the left. Can you see how his eyes here divert here? This person's talking to this person here, but his eyes are diverting here. So this guy is looking across at the Two of Swords. All right, so it's almost like the Emperor is looking across at the Two of Swords and he's saying, you know, what decision should I make? So I get the impression it could also be that maybe there was somebody engaging with you, Libra, but you were kind of looking across at your Two of Swords and you were saying, what should I do? Should I block them out? Should I converse with them? So I think, all in all, there was a decision here that you had to make, either between two people, or there was a decision because somebody was trying to converse with you. You were not interacting with them, and you were kind of looking with the Two of Swords energy introspectively and saying, what do I do in this situation? Do I converse with this person, or do I continue to block them? Going into the week concerning this situation, Libra, some of you guys, your mental thinking concerning this will be, I need to take a step back with the Hanged Man to review a relationship, this partnership, this friendship, whatever it is, that seems to, with the Five of Wands energy, come with a lot of conflict. Because this relationship here, the Five of Wands is all about facing challenges in relationships, whether they be romantic, platonic, work-wise, whatever. Some of you guys taking a step back to review. Hanged Man means to take a step back to review a relationship, the Two of Cups, whatever that relationship is. As I said, it doesn't have to be romantic. That comes with a lot of challenges, the Five of Wands. There's a lot of, you seem to be working at cross purposes most of the time with this individual. You don't seem to get along, which is why, even though this person's probably tried to speak to you, Libra, I get the impression this is you looking at your Two of Swords self and saying, should I block this person out or should I let them in? Because this doesn't work. Whatever this partnership relationship is for you, it just doesn't work. You don't get on with them. If you speak to them, you end up probably getting into a fight or an argument, and you seem to have a clash of ideas as well, and neither one of you, you're both stubborn enough and you don't tend to back down. The advice from the universe is, I think that also it might be that you might have to, the advice is that you may have to, this is your card Justice, you might have to make a decision that hurts. The Nine of Swords is all about hurt. So you might have to make a decision that hurts you, because it might be that you have to kind of block this person out. You have to kind of cast them out of your life. And I think that might be actually be the advice. Sometimes we have to make choices and decisions, which is what Justice is. And because this is your card, Libra, this is definitely you doing it. You've got the power to do it. You've got all the resources, all of the skills to do it. You're going to have to make a decision, a choice with the Justice energy that does hurt. Nine of Swords is hurt, and this is making a decision. You're going to have to make a decision that hurts. And that decision that hurts is probably going to be where you're going to have to cast this individual out. Five of Coins. You're going to have to just say, that's it. Because you're the Emperor here. So you're in a strong position here. This person's trying to talk to you. I think that this is somebody who's trying to talk to you. And I think that this person's trying to talk to you because they're trying to engage you in some form of kind of conversation, whatever it is. But you guys are looking to the Two of Swords. You're not looking here, you're looking here. And you're saying, right, what decision should I make? Should I continue blocking them out? You might even be looking to somebody else for some form of information or help here. But you have to make a decision between the 6th and the 11th whether you're going to speak to someone or not. Someone who's trying to engage with you. The idea is to hold back whilst you review a relationship that comes with a lot of challenges. You're at cross purposes. You're always probably arguing with this individual. Universe is saying, really the advice is you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision, Justice, Libra. Make a decision. It's going to hurt Nine of Swords energy because it means you're having to cast this person out of your life, probably. All right, so really, even though the Four of Swords is where you need to focus, I also think that the focus needs to be on just maintaining an area of peace. I think if it's more peaceful for you, I think number one, you need to in the week, don't rush into anything. Take time out in the week to think about things. Does this energy here benefit you? Because the universe is saying to you, make a decision. It's probably going to hurt. You're going to have to cast this individual out. But I do feel that the ethos for the week is all about, before you do this, take a step back and assess what your next movement's going to be. All right, don't rush into anything. If this makes sense to you, then this is something you're going to have to do. Also focus on your own peace. Four of Swords means healing and it means peace. All right, so focus on what brings you peace and what brings you joy. If it brings you peace and joy to do this, then this is the line that you must follow. Okay, let's have a quick look at your... hang on a minute, Libra. Let's pick up these cards here. Let's have a quick look at the 5-card reading and see what other energies are coming in for you guys during the week. The next 6th to the 11th of... I think it is 6th to the 11th, isn't it? What have I got written down here? Yeah, 6th to the 11th of May. Okay, Universe, Spirit, any other energies that you can show us for Libra? In 5-card reading, showing what else you can see coming in for Libra. So there's our first card showing up here. The Hermit reversed showed up. So it's either you or somebody around you is coming out of isolation. Might be someone you haven't heard from in a while. Hermit reversed, coming out of a time of isolation. Four of Swords shows up again. Okay, so somebody coming out of isolation here, but I think that this is more about them thinking about doing this. The Four of Swords energy shows up here. I think somebody's contemplating. Four of Swords means to contemplate. So I think there's somebody around you, Libra, who's contemplating coming back. They're coming out of the time of isolation. Libra showing here. Four of Cups, oh my God, another 4 showing up here. So things, usually when I see 4s, there's a stagnation. I'm seeing stagnation here. They're considering coming out of a time of isolation, but I think with the Four of Cups energy, there's a sense of unhappiness here with the Four of Cups energy. There's a dissatisfaction. I think if they do come out, then maybe this Four of Cups is going to be you. Maybe you're dissatisfied with something here. The Ace of Cups energy. However, you're not going to be satisfied with what they tell you. Four of Cups shows dissatisfaction, and this is somebody who's communicating. I don't think you're going to be satisfied with what they've got to tell you here with the Ace of Swords energy showing here. 10 of Wands energy, a lot of pressure, lots of burden, lots of pressure. Also, it might be you're not happy with what they're telling you. Maybe they're telling you about something to do with work, or maybe whatever they're telling you is bringing more pressure on you. So I think with the first card, Libra, what it's saying here in the week, 6 to the 11th, somebody could be coming out of isolation. They're considering Four of Swords energy, coming out of isolation, so coming back. I think this is you, the Four of Cups. You're not happy with what they're telling you with the Ace of Swords energy because it's putting a lot of pressure on you. All right, let's have a look at, is there any other energy you can see for Libra coming in? We've got the 5 of Coins. These cards keep showing up again. They showed up in your first reading. Five of Coins can be financial loss or financial instability. You can also be feeling like an outcast, lack of value is the Five of Coins energy. What's this card showing up here? King of Swords. Okay, so Five of Coins is outcasted. King of Swords is an individual, Libra, and King of Swords can be you. Some of you guys making the decision to outcast this individual, potentially. King of Swords is an outcast. Sorry, no, King of Swords is the decision-making card, and this is the outcast Five of Coins. Some of you guys, financial problems. If you've got financial problems, you might be consulting with a King of Swords. That can be a lawyer showing up here. Nine of Cups. Okay, so this might be a person who's happy to do something. Nine of Cups is all about happy. So this person, this man, King of Swords, is happy with the Nine of Cups energy or feels satisfied. Magician, to start again, to start communicating or to start creating something or to start initiating something. Magician energy here. Page of Wands, start initiating contact. Page of Wands is contact, communication. I get the impression that during the week in this 10 card reading, the other energies, Libra, are saying that somebody is considering coming out of a time of isolation. This might be this King of Swords here who's been outcasted. Five of Coins energy showing here. All right. Also, it might be that you're not happy though with the information that they give you, possibly as to why they haven't contacted you in a while, and it's putting a lot of burden on your back as well with the Ten of Wands. I get the impression that this person would be happy with the Nine of Cups energy to start kind of contacting you or communicating on a regular basis again, because this is feeling happy. This is a man. Happiness. Nine of Cups, feeling happy. Magician is all about initiating, and the Page of Wands is contact. Okay, communication. So I get the impression this person would be happy to start initiating some form of communication, contact with you on a regular basis. Okay. This can also be, Five of Coins is depression. So this might be a depressed person. Might be saying that this person is depressed and they would be happy to start initiating some communication with you. Okay, showing here. Might also be that there's financial issues coming in. Maybe you need to, you're contacting a King of Swords. Could be somebody legal here during the week as well for some of you guys. Let's have a look at what else we can say. See, I just feel that there's somebody here who was kind of isolated themselves and now they're ready to start communicating with you again, Libra. That's what I'm getting from this reading. All right, let's have a look at let's have a quick look at your final card, which is your blessings card, and let's have a look at what blessings are being bestowed on on Libra during the 6th to the 11th of May 2019. So, Universe Spirit, what blessings are being bestowed on Libra between the 6th and the 11th of May 2019? Show me. Okay, the blessing is the blessing of a blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. Isn't that interesting? Can you see that? I hope you can see that. This lighting on this thing. Let's have a look. Let's bring this down a bit. There we go. Right, a blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. So if you have been feeling lonely, I wouldn't be surprised if this kind of amalgamates in with this reading as well. Because it looks like there's somebody who wants to return and they want to say something. I'm not sure whether you're going to be happy with their explanation though, Libra. That's the only thing. All right, that is your reading, my darlings. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like a private reading, you can always just go to the comments section. Website details, the link is in there. And yeah, have a great week. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.